Self-love. In the mirror, a world reflects a soul unique, a soul complex, a journey inward, brave and true, a story only known by you. We all make mistakes. Give yourself some grace. The space where guilt, regret, self-doubt reside, put love inside. Forgive the past, release the pain. In self-love, find that gentle rain that nourishes the roots so deep. A garden of your own to keep. All your perfect imperfect.
Well, hello. Thank you guys for coming in and checking out another episode of Unveiled. Super excited. I've been trying to work to get this person on my show for about 2 years. And finally, I've got the privilege to have the one and only MichelleShow. MichelleShow!
How you doing? I'm happy as fuck. I'm just excited. I'm ready to get it started.
Oh my God. Tell me it's not true. We've been trying to touch base with each other for quite a while.
Yeah, I don't know what's been going on. Really, just this whole internet, YouTube, social media thing. I'll be in and out. So, and I'm always late to everything. So that's just that.
You got ADHD? Because ADHDers have that. Have ADHD.
Yes.
Oh, you do, for real?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm just been diagnosed with it, but I got something not right somewhere for sure.
Well, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. But thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for, gracing my platform. I definitely wanted to dive in. I have some questions. Okay. I ran across you.
Okay.
Several years ago, actually. It's probably been about 4 years that I've been following you. I started following a content creator on YouTube, April G. Showers, who you know.
Yep.
And she had did a show where you were featured. And I was like, let me see what that's about. And that's when I started getting into your content and realizing you're fucking hilarious.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're hilarious and very open, very spoken and unapologetic way.
At all times.
So let me ask you a question.
Here we go.
Really dive into that.
Here we go.
Just for the viewers, kind of give me a little bit, like what type. First of all, do you have any siblings?
I do. Now, the crazy part is I don't know how many because I don't know nothing about my daddy's side. And to be honest, I actually been on a mission for like 20 years trying to find them just so I can. It ain't even like I'm trying to build a relationship with them or nothing like that. But I just want to know how many brothers and sisters do I have? Like, I'm a grown man, damn near late 30s, about to be 40s, damn near, and don't know how many brothers and sisters I got. So I've been like on a mission trying to figure it out, but I can't find them. So like what I know as far as my mama's side, I know I got 2 brothers and a sister. Other than that, I don't know.
Okay. So your parents, they weren't together then?
No.
They were.
No, and it's not only was they not together, it's so deep that I don't even think I got time to go into it. But long story short, my mama, she hid her pregnancy from everybody, when she was pregnant with me. So imagine a mama living with her other kids, which is my brother and sister, and she hid it. They didn't even know she was pregnant. And I think she was married at the time. She might have cheated or something. So she hid it from him. And next thing you know, I was born. She gave me away, sent me to Mississippi. And I'm just growing up thinking that my mama was my auntie and my auntie was my mom. It was just a lot of confusion going on. But they was never together and the whole pregnancy was hidden. So that's that.
So you were raised by your auntie. Was that your mother's sister?
Yes, kind of. No. So like I was just bouncing. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I was kind of raised by my aunt because she was on drugs. I was kind of raised by my grandmama too at the same time, so I was all over the place.
Oh, we kind of have that in common. I was raised by my grandmother too, because my dad was on drugs.
Yeah, well, hey, there you go.
So
It
I know that
happens.
it is what it is. So you said you're late 30s then?
Yes,
Okay.
mid, late, yeah, somewhere up in there.
Okay. So when did you find out though that your aunt wasn't your mom and your mom wasn't your aunt? Like, did
Yeah,
you always kind of knew that, or?
nah, hell no, they know. When you young, you just believe what you told. So I figured that out when I was like 7 or 8. And my grandmama, before she died, she was real blunt. So she just pulled out a picture and she was like, "This not your mama, this your mom." And I'm like, what? Because my auntie that she said that it really is my mama, I do look like her, and she light skinned. She like my color, brown,
Mhm.
light skin. And the one I thought was my mama was dark as hell, ain't look nothing like her. But young, you're not putting it together. So
Right.
she tell me that, and I'm like, it kind of shocked me, but I'm too young to get the full effect of what's happening. All I know is that I thought this was my auntie, now it's my mama. And then my brothers and sisters, I thought they were my cousins. I gonna find out I got brothers and sisters. I went from an only child to now the youngest of like 3 or 4. So that's just a big shock. I was happy about it. Like, I got brothers and sisters now. I can quit talking to myself all the damn time.
He's like, oh, I'm not an only. I have an only child, and there is such a thing as an only child syndrome. So
Yeah.
you were kind of happy that they were actually your brother and sister. Did they know?
No.
They didn't
Like I
know.
say, she hid it from everybody. Nobody knew at all. And they used to come down from Ohio to Mississippi like for the summer. So they used to visit all the time. And then
Mhm.
once I knew they came down, I said something to it. I mentioned it to the one I thought was my auntie, that was my real mama. I like, you my mama. And of course, it probably shocked her to the point where, yeah, she lied. She was like, no. She said no, she wasn't my mom. But yeah, you my mama. The truth is out now. But she
Yeah.
was like, no, still trying to play it off. And the only person that believed me, I'm always remember this. The only person that believed me was my sister for some reason. She just started calling me her brother ever since then. She believed as soon as I said it, but nobody else did.
Was she the oldest?
Second oldest.
Wow. Wow. So then you find that out, and then your grandmother passed shortly after that. Is that why she kind of wanted to get the?
Yes. Like, I can't say she knew that was about to happen, but she did it. And yeah, the reason they came down is because she passed. So I think that whole situation when I was like, you really my mama, that happened because they was down for the funeral, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm,
Yeah.
wow. So then after that, so did you end up living with your real mom, or did you stay with your auntie?
So they gave me a choice, a young 8. I think I was 9 at this time, 8 or 9. They gave me a choice. They said you can go up there with your mama, or you can stay down here with like a close friend of the family or something like that. She was like a trusted older, like guardian type. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, I'm happy that I got brothers and sisters. I'm like, I'm about to go up there. So I moved from Mississippi up to Cleveland, Ohio, back to Cleveland, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just up there with them as a weird person, only child talking to herself, just weird as hell, to
Mm-hmm.
trying to blend in with a family for the first time. It's
Mm.
weird.
So being like back then, I mean, obviously that was a major, major revelation, right?
Yeah.
Changed your life forever. Um, did it make you be a little bit more reserved, or is that when you started to be more extrovert? Like, did it change you as a personality wise?
Yeah, it changed me from extrovert to introvert because of the fact that you got to think about it. Like, you can hear my accent right now a little bit. I sound country. I sound like Mississippi,
Mm-hmm.
right? So imagine back then it was worse because I never went to Ohio to learn their language yet. So I was a 9-year-old talking real country, going to city, Cleveland, Ohio. So I talk different. I talk funny. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
making fun of me. So I start talking less and start being more reserved because I was getting made fun of because of how country I talk. So I went from being outgoing like this into now I'm like damn near shy and reserved because it's like I was kind of getting picked on and making fun of for everything. On top of the fact that I was already just a weird child who was just like just weird. I think I used to have imaginary friends. Like I can't remember, but I just know that I wasn't normal. Put it like that.
Okay. Wow. So you went to school in Mississippi at some point, right? Because you were about 8 or 9.
Yes, third all the way up into fourth grade, third or fourth grade. Yeah.
Okay. And then decided they gave you the choice. You chose to be with your siblings and your
Yes.
mother.
Yep.
You go to school. Um, were your siblings very accepting of you? Was the family very accepting of it?
Oh man, that's a good question. Trying to think back at it, I think some were, maybe some weren't, and it's hard to just talk for other people. But from my understanding, I think maybe my middle brother was kind of jealous because all of a sudden my sister talking about this my favorite brother and stuff like this. I know that's weird because I was just your cousin and I'm coming from a whole nother state. Y'all don't really know me that much, but it's
Right.
just like something to where my sister gravitated towards me, and it's almost like I was, fitting in somewhat more than him, and he was almost like an outcast
Mm-hmm.
to certain people, and then other people I was an outcast. So it's just like I don't know. It's like me and my mama never had no relationship, so nothing changed there. She be in her room, we don't talk. She act like she don't like me, like we just don't talk, we don't get along, we still don't to this day. So it's just like nothing changed there between me and her. It just that I don't know. My oldest brother, that's just the one that I gravitated to. Like I used to follow him around, want to be like him. So, that's that.
Oh, he passed, you said?
Yes.
Okay, my condolences.
Yes.
Um, so, well, I mean, if you think about it, right? Your middle brother at one point was the youngest, right?
Yes.
Before
Yeah.
they knew about you. And then, so in age gap difference, is he older? He's older than you. You're the youngest.
Yeah.
Or are you?
Like a year though.
Okay. Wow. So now the dynamic between you and your siblings, is it better? Do you speak to them or maybe not so much?
Um, somewhat. Yeah, but we just like dysfunctional. We don't talk. It's almost like we all just funny acting loners who don't care about family. And then picture me got a bunch of kids now, and I'm trying to teach my kids about family when I ain't never give a damn about family. So it's
Mm.
that's also weird. But yeah, I mean, me and my sister talk a little bit. Me and my brother hardly talk, and that's just about it. Me and my mama don't talk at all.
Wow. That had to be hard. That had to be hard as a kid, especially learning that she's your mom and not your aunt, and then going there and then not really being able to form a bond.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, you would think, but it's just normal. I think because it happened so young that
mhm.
normal is just normal. So I don't know what's right, what's wrong. It just
Right,
is what it is. I just accept it. Like to this day, I don't think nothing bad about it
right.
too much. It just is what it is.
So you go into school, new air atmosphere, new people. What type of child were you? Were you, really reserved at school? Were you quiet? Were you the class clown? Because people know you now as being funny.
Yeah.
Um, were you outspoken then too, or did you not? Did you learn that later in life?
I'm gonna be honest. I think that I was so delusional or something mentally was so wrong that I didn't know that I was reserved and quiet and shy. I thought that I was outgoing, but then my teacher one day was like, "Man, we gonna call on the shy people today and try to get them to talk." And she called my name, and I was like, "What shy? I promise you, I'm not shy." And I'm like, so I answered the question like I was real outspoken, but then I had to
Mhm.
think about it. I'm like, I guess I don't talk. I only talk to my friend like on recess and stuff like that. But I guess I was reserved, and it maybe stemmed for the fact that I talk so country was getting made fun of, and I was so
Mm,
weird and get made fun of. So I just was reserved and didn't know it until she
mm,
called me out on it, And then I think I started being aware, and I'm like, okay, let me talk more because I'm really not saying nothing. Like I'm just here quiet.
mm. Okay. Yeah, I get that. So high school. How was high school for you? I mean, you said you got a lot of kids. I'm
Yeah.
assuming you had the
Uh,
girls.
well, I definitely wouldn't get no pussy when I was in school. I wouldn't get no pussy. I damn near think I was scared of pussy. Like they bitches were trying to throw it at me, and I were damn near scared because my dick was little. That's why. So I
You
was like,
stupid.
yeah, I'm sitting there watching these damn pornos, and yeah, we watching the porno tapes. We had the tapes back then, and on the internet, on the dial-up connection, y'all watching the pornos, and these dude had these big dingalings swinging, and I had this little ass shrimp. So yeah, I was too scared to even get it started. Like I think that bitch was trying to give me pussy. I can remember a situation where damn near a bitch was naked trying to throw it on me on the couch, and I knew I was going to pull out this little dingaling like this, and I was like, I just had to, nah, I ain't about to do it. You ain't about to laugh at me, you know. So I wasn't getting, yeah, I wasn't getting no pussy in school. Let me see. So the thing about high school is just non-existent because I dropped out of school and I just didn't go. My
Mm.
high school was smoking weed, making beats, just playing Mario Kart, playing a video game, just doing shit that I wasn't supposed to do
Mhm.
instead of being in school. That was high school.
So wait a minute. You said making beats. So you like? Do you rap? Were you rapping, or you just the beat maker?
I used to make beats and I used to produce. So like I said before on my channel, I used to produce and run a studio for so long, probably like 14, 15 years. Now that's from Cleveland all the way to Mississippi. More so in Mississippi because I was grown then and I was
Mhm.
producing for everybody in the city, all rappers. So I used to make beats and produce a long time. The rapping was just something to do because that's just what everybody in the hood did. Everybody rap. So
Right.
just was doing it. I ain't never want to be no rapper. Like I ain't never shot no videos or nothing to take it serious. I was just doing, and I used to battle. So I did used to battle a lot too, rap battle.
I saw one of your videos where you said that was your thing. You like rap battles. You like listening to rap battles and people who actually do rap battles.
Yes,
Um, so I could see when you say that because it kind of goes with what
yes,
that's
yes.
your element. You like rap.
Big,
So
big battle.
who's your favorite rap battler right now?
Right now I like Geechee Gotti. Yeah, I like Geechee Gotti because he just like he is like the bars and then the mannerism and even the ad libs in the middle is round and he got the every fucking bar. He be having a crowd like and he's just so thuggish too. So when
Mhm.
he rap, it's not like cartoony lines like some people. It's like street shit, real
Mhm.
shit, and personals. Everything is like personals in real life situations. I like that type of rap,
Okay, so you like that hard hitting with
man.
truth behind it, though.
Yes, West Coast gangster shit.
Yeah, with truth behind it.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, so in school, any sports, and you said you weren't there for very long. What did you do
Mm.
then?
I
Were you out
wasn't
in school?
eligible. I wasn't eligible for no sports because you
Mm.
had to have a certain GPA to be eligible. So I wasn't eligible for no sports. And then I used like suspensions and stuff. I couldn't go to nothing, like no primes, nothing. I wasn't eligible for nothing.
So you said you got suspended. What was it for? Just absentee,
Oh,
or was it fighting?
I don't know. I don't even know. I promise I don't. It probably was like, I promise you,
Okay.
I don't know. Getting it walking out of class or something like that. I don't know.
Mm. So now you're out of school, right? You're 18, 19. What was MichelleShow doing at that time?
All right, so get what? So it was bad enough that my mama gave me away the first time when I was 1 week old. So
Oh.
but I ended up going back up to her, my choice, when I was 9. Soon as I turned 18, she sent me right back to Mississippi. Like that's why I say she just shipped me away 2 times. Like she did not
Mm.
want me at all. Like when I say she didn't want me at all, she ain't even try to hide it. So soon as I turned 18, now I'm back in Mississippi, but now I'm talking like I'm from Ohio. So I done lost the Mississippi accent. Now I'm back in Mississippi with Ohio accent. I'm talking proper. I'm pronouncing all my words. Now I'm getting clowned on by the people in Mississippi for talking city. So it's just repeating itself over and over again.
Mm.
And it just like now I'm also an outcast in Mississippi. Now, some
Wow.
people happen to remember me from then, so that's cool. And then I got family down there, so that's that. Everything else, I'm just starting fresh as somebody we know not from here, just trying to make it. So I get a job, and like the first week, I'm working like in a restaurant, washing dishes,
Mm-hmm.
living with my uncle. And like I say, still producing. I'm producing music out the living room, start meeting a bunch of rappers and stuff like that. So, still in the music stuff heavy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so going back, it was kind of like a major transition yet again. You're having to relearn the culture that at one point probably you felt connected to, right? Because that's where you were raised.
Yeah.
And then now you feel yet again kind of like an outsider because now your speech is different. The people
Yes.
around you are different. Um, so when did you start having kids? Like how many kids do you have first?
Well, this is the thing. I might have to go to the Maury show to figure out the real number, but all I'm gonna say is a lot. So I started at 19, I think. Started at 19 with the girl next door. It's just convenience. She wasn't even my type. I didn't like the bitch, irritating, crazy, psycho. That's my first baby mama though, but I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna tell the truth. So yeah, girl next door, convenience, started fucking her.
Mhm.
Got her pregnant. That's my first daughter, right? And ever since then, since I started getting pussy so late,
Mhm.
I just didn't know how to act. And then I'm a new face down there. And so that's the good thing about being a new face. And I was handsome. I was a handsome guy back then. They was on my dingaling too. They, man, who is this motherfucker? And then, I kind of dress corny and I kind of talk corny, but I just always carry myself with confidence after that age, after like an age of like, 18, 19 or whatever. So yeah, I'm up there and I'm standing out one way or another, rather real good, real bad. Something I'm just standing out. So yeah, these bitches on my dingaling. I'm walking like I'm just overly cut. Dick's still small, by the way, but like mentally, I just like stopped giving a fuck. Like yeah, so I just started from there and just slanging and banging, just like that.
So you were making up for lost time, right?
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm making up for lost time. No, I get it. I mean, and then I think a lot of it has to do with confidence. I mean, you may have thought you were, you had, a micro penis, but in your head, you King Kong dangling at this point. So,
It is what
hey,
it is.
women love
It
confidence.
is what it is. And it was all in my head too. Cause you know how some people say like shower, not grower. Like
Mhm.
I really was that the whole time. I was only thinking about the showing part. I was like, how am I gonna get to the grow part if I gotta pull this out right here? So I'm like, I was just but once I got past that, like, man, fuck this shit. Once I get to it, I'm in there. And
Right.
we ain't had no complaints. So hey, I should have been doing it.
Well, and then you said too, it helps that you're the new face, right? You're the new guy.
Oh yeah.
You don't have any baggage in that
Um
area yet.
no.
So they're like, "Oh, I think I'm gonna get that one first. No, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
him first." So how many we counting with? Like four? You got four babies, maybe?
Um Well, like I say, I never took a DNA test in my life. So let's put it like this. It's somewhere between 0 and 16. Let's just put it there. It's between 0 and 16. So whatever that number fall, it just is what it is.
Wow. Are any? Do you have any contact with any of them?
Yeah. All of them.
All 16 of them?
All of them.
Well, shout out to that, right? At least you're in somewhat of
Mm-hmm.
contact with them and you're in their lives for the most part.
Mm-hmm. All of them.
Wow. So you help them populate the world. I like
Why not? It's a good thing.
that.
That's one way to make the world black and spread hate just by making kids everywhere.
Shit, I'm crying. Oh man. All right. So you help populating the world, you're doing music. When did you decide to when did you realize that you were funny? Like when did you realize you had this funny edge to you?
um that's question tricky. I don't know. I don't know. But this is the thing. I can't say about funny, but I do know that in class, right? it was this dude that used to just go around roasting everybody. He just had everybody respect to the principal, the teachers. Like the teacher would stop class and he would stand up and just roast everybody in class. And the teacher wouldn't stop him and she'd be sitting there laughing. So I don't know how he built this respect, but his name was Farron. He black, he ugly too. So it was just one day he was just going around the class. You know how they be getting on everybody. And he came to me and he started getting on me. And for some reason, I stood up and roasted the fuck out of his ass so bad. I had everybody in there laughing. And it was almost like a moment where like what you call it, like a come in the I don't know, but it was like I arrived that day or something because like everybody was dapping me up, man. I ain't know you can roast. Like, even the teacher was like, everybody was shocked. And he ever since that day, he left me alone. He used to roast everybody and just he left me alone. And I don't know where that came from, but I roasted the shit out of his ass and made that nigga look so bad, right? And I don't know, but as far as me thinking I'm funny, I don't see it. I just know that I think it's just the fact that honesty, the most honest, blunt people sometimes is just funny because they just say stuff that other people don't. I think that's just what it is. I don't think I'm just really just funny though. But sometimes when I be roasting, yeah, I might get on people real bad. So that's that.
I agree with you when it comes to that. When it comes to people being blunt and you know, you don't mean to be funny, right? But we're gonna say shit that other people won't say.
Right. That's pretty much it.
You know. Yeah. So I agree with you there. So at what point did you realize that, you know what? I think other people might like this about me. I think I want to take this to YouTube. What made you want to go to YouTube with it?
You know what? I thought about something. So this is the thing, right? When I used to drive, I got the most insane road rage ever. And for some reason, every time something happened I don't like, I used to just roast people in their cars and everything. And I just be saying, and it just be coming out of nowhere like I'm possessed, like somebody swerve in front of me, and I would just throw out the like a rapid fire roast in the car, and I'd be so fucking angry and mad. Then after I calm down, I think about it, I just start laughing, like, what the fuck did I just say? Like, I'd be like, what the fuck? Oh my God, what am I doing? Like the most crazy road rage roasting ever. And it just happened damn near all day, every day, to the point where I'm like, man, I need to record this. I need to record me road rage. And to this day, I still need to make a series doing that, because if you think like that, hating on YouTube and all that shit, when I be in a car road, oh my God, like I'm possessed by a fucking roasting demon. But I think in 2020, when I started the channel, I was just doing something because I felt motivated. Like I was reading books and audio books. I listened to a certain audio book and it just made me motivated to do something. So I just start doing YouTube. And the plans that I had was not to do reactions, but for some reason I did that first one and then it just resonated and people was commenting, getting mad, and it just started kind of blowing up fast. So I just kept going with the reactions, but that wasn't my plan.
Okay, so did you have the same name? Did you start off with MichelleShow? Like, where did you get that name from?
Yes, I started off with Michelle. I started off with Michelle Space Show. And the algorithm don't like that, and SEO don't like that, because anytime you put Michelle Space Show, it can pull up anybody named Michelle on any talk show. So I noticed, like, when I was typing it in, it pull up like Michelle Obama on Dr. Phil. It keep pulling up people named Michelle on talk shows. So it wasn't giving me no priority on Google or YouTube. So when I put it together, now when you put Michelle Show with no space, I'm the only one that come up. So I had to do that for priority and like just for business reasons. So I took the space out. But yeah, it was just Michelle Show from the beginning.
And then so you didn't have really a concept. You just were gonna go on there and you just decided to react. What was your first show? Who did you react on first?
Well, it was gonna be music based with some stuff in there, but it was gonna be more like late night, like a late night show while I'm in front of the podium with a mic and I'm just kind of, you know, talking like news or something like that, right? So my first, if you go back on my YouTube, look at my first 2 videos, you'll see I'm not reacting to music. I'm kind of scrolling on Instagram and just talking about what I see. The first reaction I did was Joyner Lucas. It was I think it was Will. And of course I trashed him because he sucked and I like hating on him anyway. So that was my first reaction, Joyner Lucas.
Your first music reaction, because what you used to do, because I went back, you used to just kind of look at videos and just kind of talk about them.
Right.
React to the videos on Instagram.
There you go. That's it.
Yeah. And then, like I said, I didn't get to see the actual first music video, but I did go back to see what your first ones were, and it was about like just other people's videos. You would just talk about them and make fun of it.
Yeah.
So you said your first one was Joyner Lucas. Okay.
Yeah.
When you did that one, did you gravitate more towards that? Because you kind of look like that's where you kept your content at, was kind of like music based.
I can't even remember. I think that once I started doing it and they kept requesting stuff, I always listen to the comments since day one. So the comments tell me to do something, I just do it. So they request like do this song. So I just kept doing what they said. That's really what it is. Now I will mix my stuff in. Like if you go back and see what I was doing with MGK, and I was reading all the hate comments of the MGK fans, and I was doing like fake giveaway. I was doing stuff like that, still sprinkling in what I was trying to do. But like I say, the reactions just took over. Like it was nothing I can do about it.
And then as you start to see yourself progress, right? Then you start noticing you got a lot of backlash on some of them.
Yeah.
You got a lot of backlash on some of them to the point where, if I'm not mistaken, there was a couple of diss tracks.
Oh my God. I'm like the most diss YouTuber ever, and I'm not even a rapper. Yeah. It was a lot of them. I'm gonna say at least between 10 and 20, if not 25 altogether from beginning to end. Diss tracks that other people put on me,
yeah. I remember. I do know though that at one point you there is a community. There is definitely, for people who don't know, who are not YouTubers, there is a community within a community. So there are people that you are friends with that do the same thing. So like video reactors or music reactors tend to kind of group with each other and they collaborate a lot. Was there anyone that you were inspired by when you first started?
Oh, for sure. I was my biggest inspiration was Oprah Side, which is he go by Clark, but he also go by Oprah Side, and his first name was Oprah Side nigga. And he react to sports. He react to some music, but he mainly sports reaction channel. So my whole reaction style came straight from watching him because I'm a big sports head, and that's what I used to watch on YouTube is sports. That's still what I watch on YouTube, sports. First Take, used to be Undisputed, and NBA highlight, NFL game. That's all I watch is sports, right? So watching him, that gave me the whole reaction style that you see. Even some of the visuals that you see, a lot of that stuff came from him. Now, on a motivation side, it was 100% DDG because he just, watching his videos, he come with the motivation and the knowledge. He kicking knowledge. So watching DDG, he teaching you how to get money. So of course, I'm inspired by Oprah Side and his style with the reactions, but I'm motivated by DDG because he making me think I can do it. And he's showing the cars. He like, man, you can do this. Y'all can do this. Do this. Your videos, your thumbnails, you get this camera, use this mic. I'm telling you, DDG be dropping so many jewels on his videos.
Yeah, you can actually see your progression from like the very first video to now where you have, you edit, you have, a couple of videos that you pop up, you have sounds that come up. Yeah. You actually see the progression of your style and still maintain your, your uniqueness, your authenticity. because you are very different than a lot of these reactors, and I watch a lot of them. Like I said, I watch you. I have April G. I watch No Life Shack. I watch the Brothers. Script Words. I watch them. There's a lot of people that I watch, and everyone has their own style, and you do have your unique way of being.
Good. I don't
Yeah,
want to
you
be like
really
them
do.
motherfuckers.
You don't like it.
Fuck no.
Um, I do know that you've done a couple of collaborations and stuff. Which one would you say you had the most fun doing as far as collaborating with?
What you mean, like doing a YouTube live together or what?
Yeah, like doing on YouTube Live, because only saw a couple of them, and
Yeah.
then
The most fun. I ain't gonna lie, like the petty hours, like the series, the live series I got called Petty Hours. It's just hard to match because it's so much chaos and back to back random entertainment. Like you never know who gonna come in, who gonna get roasted, what's about to happen. So like I got a Petty Hours featuring King Dada. That's actually one of my least viewed Petty Hours because it's like people think that it's just King Dada, it's just normal. He always here. So they not watching his like they watch the big names, but that episode is one of the most funny. Like it's just a whole bunch of street hood niggas roasting each other, and like it's just insanity and chaos. Like that one was so fun, like that. And then if you want to just say just like the one-on-one, I think that single reactions that was like so much fun, man, because it was just a lot of pettiness and like it was also chaotic too, but it was still kind of like control. Like we was playing games like rate the intro and stuff like that. Yeah, that one was fun.
and then what was your least? Which is one that you're like, I don't really care to do that again.
Uh least trying to think because it's some where people didn't show up. Like I was supposed to do one with Beast Boy, like a dude named BX Beast Boy. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't show up. He was scared of me. Like that's and then another one with the dude named Young Zach. He was talking all this stuff. He didn't show up. So I don't like the ones where they didn't show up. Now we still made it entertaining because we had to just come up with other stuff. But like I
Right,
hate when the people be scared. Them automatically gonna be the least favorite. Cause y'all niggas talk all this shit and then
right,
it's time to jump on, come say it to my face, and you scared.
right. You scared.
Right.
Keyboard warriors. You know how they say it?
Yes.
Keyboard warriors. King Dada though, he's another one too. I'm gonna try to get him on because, woof, he
Yeah.
came out. He came out guns a blazing.
Yes. He the truth. He definitely the truth.
Yeah, he came out guns a blazing and was just like pew pew, shot at everybody.
Yes.
Big dogs too.
And yeah, and was
Big
beating
dog.
them.
And was, yes, lyrically, not just like.
Yes.
But he's definitely another one that I'm gonna work on getting up
No, for
there.
sure. He definitely will do it.
Yeah, definitely. So I saw on your Instagram bio, it says married to Lizzo. You want to explain that a little bit?
Yeah.
I know a little bit about it, but maybe some people don't. What is it
Man,
about
come
you
on,
and Lizzo?
man. Come on, man. How can you not like that big, fine, pretty ass shaking? And then this the crazy part. I think she's one of the most talented people on the planet. Like, I don't know if people just only pay attention to the antics, like shaking her ass at the games and doing all this other stuff and promoting big women, but I don't know if people actually pay attention to her music. She's one of the most talented. Like, her songs are insane. I never heard a whack Lizzo song. All her shit be bangers, and she got talent. She can rap, play the flute, sing. She just talented, dance. And I had my whole BBW phase that lasted like 20 years where I just loved them, just straight big women. That's all I wanted, no skinny women. And she was like the poster child for that. Like she just had it. So of course, what I'm saying, she got a special place with me forever.
Forever.
Yeah, forever.
Shout out to that. Yeah, I was doing a little bit of homework, right, and saw that. And then came across the video that I saw where how I actually got came across you. It was the video with you getting in trouble by April G. Showers for licking your lips about another big woman.
Woo! Yeah,
Uh,
I remember it somewhere. I think that was an Evolve Live. Or, no, I don't know. I don't remember.
yeah, it was Evolve. There was another guy on there. I can't remember his name. There was two gentlemen on there. One was light skinned.
Grizzly Hendrix.
Grizzly.
Yeah.
But what really got me was that, but then she did a song. She did a rap. And that was probably the funniest thing. I loved it because April got bars. She may not be a rapper, but she's phenomenal with her writing.
She do her thing.
Yeah, she's the bar queen. That's
She got me. I had to take it. Like she got me. I need to go back and look at that. Because it been a while, but yeah, she really got me. She called me a theater pimp, and that shit stuck. They was calling me in the comments for damn near 6 months.
Theater pimp. Yeah, that was funny. But then I think the funniest part of that is after she did that rap song about you, you reacted to it, and then she showed the proof of the licking of the lips, and it was like April's gangster. She's gangster.
Yeah, she got me, man. She got me. Also another place in my heart, white women. Oh man. I don't even want to start. I don't even want to go there. But yeah, I love the snow bunnies now.
You like them thick snow bunnies?
Yeah, well, I used to. I like the whole BBW thing. It just went away a couple years ago for some reason. I don't know why. Well, I kind of know why, but it's a long story. But now I like them a little more on the slimmer side. I don't go for the BBWs no more. It is what it is.
No, BBW's lost another one. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But shout out to that. I mean, you still got Lizzo, and it's still on your bio.
Yeah, she ain't going nowhere.
She ain't going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere. So when you started to get more involved into YouTube, how did you feel about some of you got a lot of hate at one point. How did you feel about that?
I don't know. I don't remember. I can't really pinpoint what hate I got. Well, yeah. I think it's just because I don't like people's favorite artists, so that's to be expected, but they don't even stick enough for me to even remember because all I know is Easy Meal fans are stupid. Hobson fans are stupid. Half of Eminem fans are dumb. Like it's just like Kendrick. It's like so many fan bases that's stupid to a point where it ain't like that hate stick to me. I just be like, these motherfuckers soft. They sensitive. So it's like they hurting themselves, not me, because I'm good. I can respect people's opinions. These people can't. So I don't know. It's like they the ones getting the hate. Cause I promise you, I don't feel nothing. I be enjoying that shit. I'm responding to everything. And don't nothing just stick to me to where it affect me at all to even call it hate. That's why when you say getting hate, I'm like, I mean, I guess you're right, but it don't feel like that. I don't know. Or maybe I just like hate.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact is, unlike a lot of people, you actually thrive on that, which is why I see you have this banner in the back that says haters thrive.
Yes.
And I've seen, haters thrive films. And I've seen a couple of your videos where it's almost like it energizes you. Like you almost welcome it. Like, oh, you hate me today? Okay, great.
Yes.
Would you say that you're like maybe the YouTube troll?
Never in life. I cannot never call myself a troll when I feel like I only had one troll video in my whole YouTube career. I can't think of one more troll video, and I don't know, unless I got a different definition of trolling, or I just think some people might just take me wrong and think that I'm playing when I'm serious. So I can't go for the troll stuff. Hating, yes. Trolling, no. No.
Has there ever been like one person? Because I know we've all got them, right? We've all had like this one particular obsessed person that just everything we do, they comment, and it's never anything positive. It's almost like they get under your freaking skin. Do you have that one or no?
No. Well, I mean, I got a lot of those, but that's been happening since the beginning. And when I first started in 2020, yeah, I didn't know how to, I guess, react to that because I done never got that before on the internet. Now, maybe in real life, yeah, but on the internet. So I guess just the first beginning year just trained me on how to deal with that because at first I was thinking logically. I'm like, how can this person logically think that? But then I had to realize, like, these motherfuckers is stupid. Once I realized that people are stupid, it just like now don't nothing matter because I'm like, these motherfuckers the problem, not me. Y'all tripping, you know. But I say at first it was just like, I'm like, how can this motherfucker really think this? And then I'm damn near trying to respond like, buddy, are you, you know? But now I'm just
Right.
like, yeah, it is what it is. These motherfuckers stupid.
That's funny. That's funny.
It is what it is.
So you kind of made your staple to be this person that's not only outspoken but just like, yeah, I don't like him. So if I don't like that, I don't like it. Like I saw the video you did. Who was it? It was a recent one. I don't think it was the one you did a couple hours. It was who? Sorry, I got ADHD. Um, Lucas. I think it was Jordan Lucas.
Yeah.
He's sitting on a car,
Trash.
and you're just like your facial expressions. Yo, I couldn't stop laughing. I really couldn't stop laughing.
Trash.
You were, you were like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then when he fell off the plane, you're just like, what are you doing?
What was he doing? That whack ass green screen video. The video was so low budget, and it was like you got all that CGI graphics and great. Like, man, I thought you was a millionaire or something. You couldn't do no better. I could have shot a better video than that. The video was horrible. The song was horrible. Everything was just horrible. Like, yeah, he suck bad.
So when you do, so you said that you allow your commenters in your audience to kind of dictate who to react to. Do you still do that a lot, or do you
Yes.
kind of say, you know what, I'm gonna react to that one?
Well, now I'm starting to pick my own stuff more because I want to do less copyrighted music so I can start getting paid.
Mhm.
So a lot of stuff I pick, and I still pick and choose some stuff to throw in there. Like I got one coming, which is the Eminem Fuel remix. That's highly requested, so I'm gonna give them that, and a
Mhm.
couple more that they request for sure. But other than that, I need to do more non-copyrighted stuff so I can start getting paid for real.
So I do know that YouTube, they were a little bit more lenient, and for some reason now they're really tightening up on the reactors. A lot of you guys got hit really bad not so long ago with the copyrights. Now, as soon as what is like 30 seconds is the rule. If you play something that's copy stricken for 30 seconds, you no longer become monetized and stuff like that. It's just the rules have been real
Yeah.
stringent.
Well, it's less than that. I think it's like 5 or 8 seconds. It's not 30. So if you play like 5 seconds or something, it's gonna pick it up.
Mm.
Yeah, it's way less than 30.
So when you do reactions, do you have to ask permission from someone, or you just do them and it's like it is what it is? I just need to get the numbers.
Well, you can ask permission, but I wasn't doing it for money at first, so I didn't never do that. I was just doing it and I was having fun like a hobby. Now it seems like I'm more so trying to get money since I done built up an artist and people want me to keep doing it, but I don't
Mhm.
have the time because I'm always at work. So guess what? Like they say, if I can make money doing this, and then I wouldn't even have to work. So I'm trying to balance. But anyway, I reached out to a couple people and they removed their copyright like token, so I can get paid for doing token reactions.
Mhm.
Ren, he will also remove them if I ask him, but I didn't even ask them much. Chris Webby, it's certain people that I know that I can do and I can get paid for them.
Mhm.
And some people, it may be even Jonah Lucas too, because I reached out to him for I'm still waiting to hear back on him. But I reached out to Joyner about his, and I know he'll do it because he really fuck with me, man. So he do it, even though I hate on his ass 24/7. He will do it, but I know he busy with the album right now. But yeah, you can reach out and you can get it the claim released. You know, it ain't even hard.
You have to do it before, or you can do it
Either way, you can do it
either way.
before, after. Because if you do it after, you can just like do it like claim dispute. And what they're gonna do is hold the money in escrow. So whoever win a dispute, they get the money. So I done did a couple of disputes and I just won those and they just released them. So now I'm trying to take note of which record labels and management companies release them. So when I do them in the future, I can just know to dispute that person. I'm looking at which ones that say, nah, you still got to pay us. So I just already know, you know, but yeah, some people you can do it before or after, just depending on, you know, who the old company is and the management team.
Also, I know a lot of reactors when that whole thing with Drake and all that went down, those diss tracks. I know a lot of reactors ate off of freaking who was it, Kendrick, because he released the copyright,
Right.
and he allowed everyone to react, and I know a lot of people made money off of that one.
Yeah.
That whole beef.
He claimed all my. I don't think I got paid for none of that. You know, so I guess I was late to the party. I don't know. Remember what happened, but I sure didn't get paid for that.
No, it'll probably coming because I know a lot of people who did. He just released it because it fueled the fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, it fueled the fire. It was him. It was either him or I could be wrong. It could have been wasn't Jordan Lucas a part of that in the beginning too?
I don't think so. Just him, Drake, Rick Ross. Who else?
No, there was someone else that backed out. Who was the one that backed out of the fight?
Oh, I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to talk about him.
Someone backed out. I remember. I can't remember his name because I don't really like him. He backed out, and when he backed out, I really stopped listening. I don't remember his name for the life of me.
Nobody do. Fuck him.
That's funny. So you trying to get? So your goal is to try to, get bigger. Then you want to get big.
Or even if I don't get bigger, just get paid for what I'm doing. Because like the size of audience, the size of audience I got right now is crazy. To have 70,000 subscribers on YouTube, man, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. I never would have thought. That's insane, and that's a lot. I'm good with that. It just did, like I say, from what I've been doing all these years and the time that I put in, it's time to get paid for it. Let's be for real.
So do you do lives though? Did you go live? Because I know they offer, like, when you go lives, you can do people from the chat can give you money.
Yeah, I made a lot of money. Like that one week I did a live every day for 7 days straight, and I made so much money. Like that's the most I ever made on YouTube ever. I was making them like 700 a day or something like that.
So why don't you try? Do you want to do less lives or you don't?
Oh man, I don't know. I gotta mix it up. I gotta do one this week. I gotta probably have special guests this week that people want to see. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna keep the lives going for sure. Even on Twitch too. I'm about to try to go crazy on Twitch. I'm probably gonna get banned because you can't say too much over there. But
yeah, that's why I'm glad that I own my own channel, because you don't have to worry about being censored here. Whatever you say, I mean, obviously, when I transfer it to YouTube or if I play it somewhere else, I'm gonna have to edit some of it. But I own my own channel.
Yes, I respect that ownership. Shout out to that.
Yeah, it's 4 of us: me, Dr. Poetry, my producer down there, and Elevated Bliss, and my other Trip Duce. We all collaborated in a Roku channel because we were getting banned for certain things, and I don't like being I'm an Aries. I want to be able to say what I want, and if you don't like it, oh fucking well.
For sure. I think that's what I am too.
Are you? When's your birthday?
April 17.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I wanted to ask you earlier when you're like, I'm just blunt. Yeah, you're an Aries.
That's it.
That makes a lot of sense.
So the Roku channel, what you mean, like it play on like Roku TV or something like that?
Yeah, we're gonna have 80 million people will have the ability to see this.
I love it. I might need to look into this.
You know, we might have to talk business. We might have to talk
Yeah, let's do that.
because we just started in December. We're now trying to open it up more. Um, and yeah, we have a couple of content creators on there now, and we want to give other content creators the ability since we're new,
Yeah,
and try to fill the spots. You know what I mean?
I like it.
Yeah. So, and we have the ability to do lives. There's a lot. There's a lot to it. You know, you can make money off of it. Be monetized.
Hmm.
You can do pay-per-views. It's like a TV channel.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we might have to talk, Michelle. I'm just saying. We might have to talk. But
Hold
yeah,
that
I
thought.
mean, there's a lot to it. But yeah, so we started doing that, and a lot of it had to do with the fact that we were unfortunately being banned from Instagram,
Yeah,
YouTube,
yeah.
and we all four of us, me as well as my other three partners, are very big on freedom of speech.
Yes.
And even though I may not like what you're saying, right? You could literally sit there and say, "Yo, Brie, you're a bitch," right? And I don't have to like it. But for me, you have every right to say that. I shouldn't infringe on that. It doesn't mean I have to like it.
Right.
And remember, shit that you say, there are consequences behind that. So you have the right to say whatever you want. You just can't bet on what consequences you're going to pay.
For
So if
sure.
you say that and I punch you in the mouth, then that's a consequence for having
Yeah.
that freedom of speech.
Yeah. Hey, this is the same speech I done gave before on another live, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So, you know, that's our biggest motivation. Plus, we do a lot of things when it comes to the babies, you know, keeping our kids safe, sex trafficking, child sex trafficking. There's a lot that we do. Yeah. There's a lot that we
Mhm.
do
Oh,
to,
y'all saving the world. Hold on now.
huh?
You really saving the world, like on some positivity.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what the company's called the Alliance. The channel's called the Alliance Network, but the company's called the Alliance ANN. It's Alliance Network News. And
Mm,
basically, a lot of what we do has to do with that. And, you know, some of the things we talk about, my other partners talk about, it's not something that major platforms like, you know.
got you.
So
Understandable.
you know what I mean? You can't say the word rape. You can't say pedophiles. You can say bitch.
Of course.
You know what I mean? I think you can even say dick, but you can't say pedophile.
Yeah, it makes sense. Them
You
is
know what
the
I mean?
big word. Yeah, them the big words. Cause I
Yeah.
know YouTube, you get automatically they age restricted me for talking about us for saying I got hard. And I was looking at some fucking clay figures that weren't even real humans. They age restricted. Then if you say porn, I know I got demonetized with porn, rape, pedophile. Yeah, they get automatic demonetized. If not age restricted altogether.
Yeah, that's why I don't really do too much on TikTok. TikTok, they don't. I have I mean, it's not really big. I got like 3,500 people, but I wanted to start putting more content on there, and they started they started blocking my views
Yeah.
because of my physique. I would
Physique.
literally have a picture like this, and because of this, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, and I started getting these little bands like your reel won't be showed. It's gonna be age restricted because of sexual content. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I
Okay.
don't really mess too much with them, and if I do, I try not to do anything.
I had to go look at some pictures. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of what I do is on Facebook. I make a lot of money on Facebook.
See, that's what I'm trying to get into. I'm also shadow banned on TikTok because I had so much cuss. I didn't know, but Facebook, I want to get into Facebook more.
Facebook is a little bit, they're actually a lot more lenient, except for the music side. When you start getting into like, when I do my reels, if I do something and I play music, I have to make sure that it's royalty free because otherwise you have to share the royalties or they'll completely mute the music on the video.
Mm.
That's the only thing. And I don't really do anything with music. So Most of the time, I'll just grab a free one that's on their library and
Gotcha.
just play that. So, or I ask one of my friends for a beat. Or can I use your song? You know what I mean? I feel like I'm more
Okay.
like
You
that.
got me motivated. You teaching me some shit.
Yeah, well, so I'm monetized on all platforms except for YouTube. Yeah, I
Gotcha.
haven't really. Which is weird. You want to get know something weird? I actually started on YouTube. I literally started doing
Mm-hmm.
shows on YouTube, and then I expanded, stopped YouTube, and now I'm trying to get back to it. So we'll see. But back to you. Back to you. So yeah, you need to get monetized. You do a lot of good work, and you don't have to do different content. You can keep your content the same and just plaster it everywhere.
That's what I'm about to do. I wish I can pay somebody to do it for me because I don't have time to do it, but that's what I'm about to start doing.
They have programs for
After this, you might need to send
that.
me
Yeah, they have
links.
programs for that.
You need
And
to send me
actually,
some
there's a
links.
lot of, yeah, I mean, I could help you with that. I could definitely give you some information on how to go about doing that so you don't feel so inundated because it is a lot. You can actually literally link YouTube and Instagram together. Did you know that? So that
Mm.
whatever you post on Instagram automatically uploads to Facebook.
Oh yes. I think I got that. I got that set up like that.
Yeah. So then the only difference is the algorithm. You need to the algorithm on Facebook and the algorithm on YouTube are different. So you gotta bust the algorithm on both of them. And then the flood gates will open.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm,
So we'll talk about it. I mean, if you want some information, I can give you some information on that
I do.
later. So yeah, so everyone can expect to see you more on lives and doing more and seeing you out there and
Everywhere.
everywhere.
Yes, until I get banned.
Oh, we're about to see this clip real quick though, so they can see exactly what it is that you do.
Straight from the dialysis clinic into the studio, man. Give it up for Trill Will and Knox Bond with me. Let's go. What the hell was he just doing? Having a stroke? Like you making this too easy. Is this sped up or what's happening? Hold on, man. Watch out, my Nasbon, what are you doing? What the hell? Hey man, hey, I gotta give you credit. At least you committed to it. You going all in on them wonky ass dance moves, man. My nigga got a nerve to have a skeleton on his jacket and he already dead. This is you can't make this up. Watch out, my people that came with it. I got that Keisha, that flame with it. Unlimited visa that came with it. That came with the slang and the bang with it. Watch out, my people that came with it. I got that Keisha, that flame with it. Unlimited visa that came with it. They came with the slang and they bang with it. Something about them niggas just don't flow right. Nigga rap like a mummy. That's a bar, by the way. Voice raspy, like nigga been living in sand for 100 years. Like, I swear, moving slow, stiff as hell, no fluidity, nigga, no shoulders. My nigga, you gotta stretch or something. Hey, my nigga Trill Will is literally a rapping mummy. When them niggas round, shit don't go right. This a triple cross, yeah, I know right. They never been the boss, they don't know right. Been training for this game like my whole life. It's a trick, turn a thought to a whole wife. Already past sweat, get her own bag. I don't like BBL, she got her own ass. When she step out with Trillic and them cameras flash, you can call TMZ with your... I don't know what you saying or what you trying to say. All I know is there's a 2 minute and 41-second song. And somehow I got to stretch this out to 8 minutes so I can get paid. What I got to do, pause every 15 seconds or so? Because, I mean, naturally I'm doing it anyway because there's a lot to hate on. But, like, I don't know. You know, I just don't know. All I know is I'm thinking exactly what y'all think. We all thinking the same thing. Third-hand embarrassment. Like, this is horrible, man. I'm just ready for Nas Bond to rap now. And I ain't never said no shit like that before.
your dog ass, and I know the berry sweet with your dark ass. You can cash out the check, call for the bundles. Cash out the check, and she making money. Cash out the check, make a few hundred. Call Webby for the bundles when she grab that, and she fully trained to show where the cash at. In my brain, but I really need that cash out. Another gram of this weed to get my swag back. Ain't no.
This is horrible, man. Nasbon, you signed him. That's what you investing your money in. You know, you started a record label from the bottom, and you decided to sign Trill Will. You think that's a smart business decision? You know, you seem like a smart guy, Nasbon. You think this was a good investment? You think you're gonna recoup anything with this bullshit? That what you think? Like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. The answer is no. You're not gonna make no money. You're gonna lose money on Trill Will. Give it up for that. Well, Rob, trash.
He said trash. I'm fucking crying.
Boo boo.
He said trash. You really
Hurt my ears.
You really think you? The answer is no.
And this is what reaction channels listen to and say is fire because they so fake. And this is what I'm trying to expose, the fakeness of reaction channels. I just hope that I did a good job of exposing a lot of people. Now, I know I shed light on a lot of stuff, but there's so much work to do if people think that people are giving honest reactions on YouTube. They're not.
You think it's for the bag? I mean, there's
Obviously.
people that get paid to do that. I know that.
Yeah.
Sellouts? Shall I say the word? I'll say it.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing, you know, selling their dignity and respect for subscribers and money. Hey, that's what it is. Get your money. No Life Shack, Stevie Knight, Screwface Jean, Mr. Ed Boyd, Crypt, you know what I'm saying? Knox Hill, Cliff Beats. It is what it is.
Those are some big names. I know those are some big names. And those that are watching, yeah, that's some big names. I will say, I actually started watching reaction videos when I came across No Life Shack. I started watching him when he had about 200,000. That's how far back I go because I think he's in the millions already. So he had just quit his job or whatever the case may be. I just started watching him. Then I started coming across the underground. There's a lot of underground YouTube rappers.
Yeah.
That I was like, there's like a rabbit hole. Once you start following this person, they introduce you to something like, you know, the YouTube rappers, which I had no clue of. I started getting into that rabbit hole when I saw, what is his name? Koofy.
Trash.
I saw him do, this was when Eminem had a song on. He did something with him. You don't like him?
You talking about like his name 100 Koofies?
Yeah, 100 Koofies.
Garbage.
Really? You don't like him? I like him. I think he's got good. So who do you like? Who do you like that's not on a label? That's an independent.
If you talking about YouTube rappers, none of them. They all suck.
You don't like any of them?
Now, if you want to count the big ones that are like Token, for instance, he is independent, but he's kind of too big to say YouTube rapper, but I guess he kind of is.
Who, Token?
Yeah.
What about Dax?
Worst rapper of all time.
You think so?
Suck. I
think he's got a lot of. I like his stuff when it's about real shit.
When is that?
What? You didn't like the Joker? That was my favorite one of his. Don't get on me, Michelle, but I like that weird shit.
Hey, I guess if you like weird shit, then I guess Hobson and Dax is just for you. But if you don't
like all his stuff, but I do like some more stuff. I don't like Hobson though. I don't really care for him. I'm a
Nobody should.
purist. I listen to lyrics first, then like it needs to mean something. I don't want to hear just regular old shit. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like it needs to mean something. And this one song that he did where he was talking about, man's mental health. I really like that song. But you didn't like it?
Soft ass, feminine ass song.
But it's true.
Talk about I hope you ain't talking about that song called "To Be a Man." Yeah, he's singing
Yeah.
something to be a man and you singing like a bitch, like a woman. That is the least manly song of all time, my nigga. Like, get some masculinity in your body somewhere, my nigga. Sing it like victim mentality song, my nigga. He's a straight bitch. Fuck all that victim shit. Be a fucking man, nigga. Go get some money, stand on shit, create your own world, my nigga. Like, you only a victim if you allow yourself to be. So most people don't know this, but you control your own life, and what you think is what you bring to yourself. So you sitting there singing all that shit about negativity and all this, you just bring it on yourself. Fuck that loser ass shit. He garbage.
Well, that is the first universal law, right? It's part of the universal law. What you release comes back.
Yeah.
What you think manifests.
Yeah.
So
Men should stop crying. Be a man. I know you don't want a man like that. I know you don't.
No. That's why I stay away from cancers. I don't fucking. They too emotional.
It's what it is.
No, I can't. I just can't. There's somebody out there for them. It ain't me. There's somebody out there, right?
Yeah.
Everybody.
A dude in jail ready to fuck him.
You are stupid. You are stupid. Don't tell me his name is Bubba. Don't do that.
Yes.
Oh my God, you're stupid. So how about an indie artist? You don't like YouTube rappers. How about an indie artist?
Oh, I think is NF considered an indie artist?
My daughter loves NF.
He's
I didn't know anything about him until she started. My daughter loves NF.
yeah. I fuck with NF. He's what I call an average assassin. He's average, but he make good songs and he keep it real. So I gotta respect people who tell the truth 100% of the time. So I like NF, and I think Tech 9 is also considered.
That's my favorite. I
Yeah.
think he's underrated. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah.
think one of the most underrated.
Yeah, I fuck with Tech.
Tech 9. Yes. Yes. And I think a lot of it has to do with because he is outside the box, right? He's, a little scary to some people.
Strange.
Yeah, but I like that because he doesn't put himself in a box. Why should he? Right? Why should you live your life in a box?
Yeah.
Especially
And
if
plus he's a top level rapper lyricist too. So like you can get away with all that shit if you rapping better than everybody.
He is. He's a good lyricist. Absolutely he is. So who's your top 5 all time?
I don't know. That's tough. That'll take me an hour. But what I can't top 5 what? Favorite or best?
5 top favorite rapper of all time.
Oh, favorite? I can give you 2 for sure. And that's Nas and Young Dolph. Them obviously the other ones I just don't think too much about, but Nas and Young Dolph, them my top 2 favorite rappers ever, and probably neither one of them will ever be passed up by nobody. I don't see it happening.
Nas is good. I'm not too sure. What was the second one you said?
Young Dolph.
Dolph. I've never heard of him.
Dolph, yeah. He's a Memphis rapper, South Memphis. He's just a street rapper. So a lot of people on the internet don't really, he's not a lyricist. He's just straight street and hustle motivation. Like most of his songs is about motivation, getting money, getting out the hood, stuff like that.
Okay. So basically a conscious rapper?
No.
Consider that?
Not at all. No. Not at all. Because it's a lot of ass shaking in the club, throwing money, bitch. Yeah, it's like when I say street shit, is a bunch of street shit and niggertry involved, fucking your bitch and diss tracks, But
just real.
Yes.
Okay, I fuck with that. I like that. I like Nas. He's not my top, but I like. And worse, top five worst of all that you're like, I don't even know what the hell they're doing.
Hobson,
Okay.
Hobson, Logic, probably MGK,
Man.
Dax, and Joyner Lucas.
Ooh, those are some heavy hitters.
Horrible. Boo boo.
Those are some heavy hitters.
I mean, it's so many more I can throw in there, but they just like Tom McDonald, Easy Bill. Like, it's so many people who suck, but I'm just gonna start there with them 5.
What is it that you don't like? Is it their style, the lyricism, the beat?
Yeah, they
What
can't
is it?
rap. None of them can rap.
Mhm.
They fool people. Some of them fool people by rapping fast and being animated. Like Dax, he be animated. He doing all this shit, and he doing all this shit to where you think he's saying something, but if you just break down, like write his stuff out on a piece of paper, and he just saying random stuff and simple associations, nothing deep, nothing profound. He suck. Jonah Lucas saying the most basic lines like bitch, I'm a dog, call me Cujo, roof, like oh my
Right.
god, dog, Cujo. And you supposed to think it's some deep shit, but you saying the most basic Sesame Street lines. Logic, you are all these people just say basic cornball trash shit, and they kind of rap in a delivery to you think they saying something, but they not. None of these rappers say anything. The closest one is MGK. Sometimes he says something, but it's only like in 5% of his whole catalog. The rest, he ain't saying shit either. He suck.
So for you, who's the top lyricist of all time?
Nas is the top
Nice.
lyricist of all time. Not even close.
That's fair. I mean, I don't think a lot of people would argue that. They might have someone above him, but they can't knock his pen.
Come on now. Yeah. And Jay-Z also, like Jay-Z, I actually think Jay-Z is underrated. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I think that people in the South don't mess with Jay-Z, so that's why I say he underrated, because you got a whole hemisphere they don't really mess with him. Southern people in the South down here do not mess with Jay-Z, but in the North, in the Midwest, they do. He like a goat. So I think he underrated, because I think that even the South should be able to recognize, even though he don't got banging beats and La Crunk style, you should be able to recognize that without writing, he's doing some of the hardest verses ever. So, Jay is also up there.
Yeah, he's got a nice pen too. I like his lyricism. He's not one of my favorites, but for other reasons. But lyrically, yeah, I would agree with you there.
Sure.
I don't know about underrated, because I'm from the North. I'm from New York, so
okay, yeah,
and I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean. So he's been, where I'm from. He's like top dog. He's the OG.
Yeah,
He's
that makes sense. Make a lot of sense.
So, him and Biggie, like, which for me, I think Biggie was good, but I don't think he had enough of catalog to make
Thank
him
you.
a goat.
Thank you.
Sorry, I say it. I don't think he had enough catalog to make him a goat.
No.
But what he did put out, I will say, shows that he could have been something fucking phenomenal. Definitely. He was getting to a level of, but unfortunately, that stopped.
Yeah.
So
dumb decision by him, but he did it.
Yeah, absolutely. The other one would be Pac. I think he had a lot of good stuff out there. The difference with him, though, he was a hard worker. Like, Pac had a lot of shit that he didn't release.
Yeah.
And he still does. His catalog was a lot stronger than Biggie's.
That's one rapper where I got every CD he ever came out with from beginning to end. Like, even though I think he's a fake gangster and a fake thug and he's a character of somebody, he's still musically, like, I got all his music.
Yeah, well, I'll just say Juilliard. How about that? I'll leave it there. Go down the rabbit hole yourself.
Say no more. All right, yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, go down the rabbit hole yourself. But I will say, and I'm probably gonna get some shit from you, but I'm gonna say it. because I do think his penmanship is fucking phenomenal. I like Eminem. I think he's been able to do things with words that a lot of people have not, and he's inspired other people to be like that. Is he something that's gonna make me shake my ass to? No, right? But there was a couple of things that I don't know. There's certain ways that I love his style when he does write. I love his style and the lyrics and how he formulates those, triple, double entendres. Like some of the shit he does is ingenious. I've not heard anyone put words together like that. So that's why for me.
Well, there you go. You pretty much said it. He's the technical guy when it comes to delivery and technicality. He is miles above everybody, but he also an inconsistent rapper. And I never know if I'm gonna get cheesy cornball Eminem or rap guy Eminem. Anytime I pick a song, I don't know which one I'm gonna get. So I think he might be one of the most inconsistent rappers ever, but he got the highest ceiling out of anybody. Period.
But I think that has to do a lot with, I think one of his things is that you never know what's gonna happen. He keeps you on your toes. And that might be why he is the highest selling, because when he drops his albums, people don't know if he's gonna throw shots at somebody or if he's gonna be dressed as Batman. You know what I mean? You just never know. So, but for me, anyways, at the end of the day, it's the penmanship for me.
Like, he got it. I gotta give him that now.
Yeah. Is it something that I'm gonna be bumping? No, not a lot of his tracks I bump, but there's some that I listen to and I'm like, how did he do it?
Yeah.
What the hell? He said what? You know what I mean?
We on the same page about that. He's a guy. He's a rap guy.
Yeah, I would agree. To a point. But like I said, is he gonna make you shake your ass? Mm-mm.
No, he gonna make you shake shit. He gonna shake shit. Nobody's shaking nothing to Eminem.
Oh my god! So is that the genre you mainly listen to? Is rap? Is there other music that you do?
Yeah, I like you talking about just YouTube or just period?
Period. In general, like
Oh
what do
my
you listen
god. I like blues. I like blues, R&B, old school hip hop, and then I like the street hip hop. The rock stuff is cool for YouTube, but I don't really listen to that outside of YouTube. I ain't no big rock fan, not yet. But yeah, like hip hop, blues, and R&B, that's probably gonna be the top.
Okay. What rock have you done? Like, do you remember who you?
Yeah, like System of a Down makes some of the best music in the history of the world. Like, I actually will listen to them. I take that back. I will listen to System of a Down, and I'll be hearing some, like I go in like a store and I hear like Linkin Park playing. I'd be like, damn, I remember that from YouTube. That's fire. Like Linkin Park, Rage Against the Machine.
That's a good one.
Yeah, them probably the heavy hitters I can think of.
Have you ever listened to Nirvana?
No, never.
You may want to. It may take a listen to one of the two of their thing. He was pretty good.
That's a band or that's one person?
It's a band. Nirvana, and Kurt Cobain was the leader. They created grunge.
Okay.
They were the first grunge rock group ever. They created grunge from Seattle.
I heard of was Kurt Cobain in another band too, or he was just in that?
He was just in that, but he was that well known. They created grunge music.
Okay, because I heard of him, but I don't know nothing about Nirvana though. Okay.
Yeah, that was the group he was in, Nirvana. Yeah, he was pretty good. Unfortunately, just like the leader of Linkin Park, he died young.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
Damn, something in the air.
Yeah. You said something in the era?
No, something in the air back then with them rock bands or something, or the musicians. I don't know. There's a lot of sketchy stuff or fishy stuff happening.
Yeah, there's a lot to it. But then we start diving down the rabbit hole. So There's a lot more to music.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I know where you're getting at now. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's why we have our own channel.
That,
Because
respect it. Couldn't be me. Fuck them.
right. But yeah, no, there's a lot more to it. But so you stick with the rap. Are you gonna start diving into other stuff? Like, have you heard of other type of genres that you might tap
Oh, I
into?
like K-pop.
Really, K-pop.
Yeah, I'm fucking with K-pop. Like that dude Sugar. I fuck with Sugar. Oh, and I like Blackpink. Oh my god.
Really?
Blackpink be making some of the hardest songs, and they shit just sound like like bangers. Like you can really play it. Like that song is called "How You Like That" by Blackpink. I brought that to YouTube myself. That wasn't requested. I just heard the hook, and I like let me find this and react to this because it was just that fire, and the beats was banging. So yeah, Blackpink.
Mhm.
Oh my god, they so fire.
Have you reacted to them yet?
Yes, I did about 3 of their songs, and I
Okay.
liked it all of them.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. So, what's next for you? You just want to be plastered all over. You just want people to know you. Oh, household name, MichelleShow. Is that what we're looking for?
No, not really. But the good thing is, if I could do this instead of work,
Mhm.
because this don't feel like work to me. This is like fun, and it's fun hating on people and shit like that. But if I can do this instead of work, that's a win. I don't
Mhm.
care what a name plays of that. But if I can do this, I mean, I guess that if that come with it, then yeah, sure. But that ain't the thing. It's almost like I had watched this movie called Cadillac Records, and they exposed, and they was like, the artists just get famous, the record
Mhm.
label make the money. Now, I
Yeah.
would rather be the record label, even if I got to be behind the scenes, right? So
Mhm.
if I transition from YouTube and just be an editor for somebody else and still make the money, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'd rather have the money than name plastered everywhere.
So you do editing, like video editing?
Yes, yes. I mean, I've been doing it mostly for me, but yeah, I edit the fuck out some video.
Okay. Well, we might have to definitely, because I don't like editing.
Yeah,
I
it's
know a lot of
time
people who don't
consuming.
like doing it and they don't have the time to do it. It's just what it is.
It's time consuming.
It's time consuming. And for me personally, I don't know when to put something in, when not to, when to do the cuts. I tried it and
Yeah.
then my ADHD took over and was like,
Yeah. Well, the good thing about it is I don't do no cuts. So I go straight through. I just edit stuff like in like words in the background and pictures and like maybe a meme or something. So
okay.
that's the easy thing for me is I don't really do no cuts. I just let it rock with whatever I said. But yeah, I do like to put a whole bunch of special effects and just make it stand out in that type of way.
Oh, that's cool. I might have to share your email and stuff with people. Because I always run into people like, oh, I don't want to edit. Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know how to do that. Or, you know what I mean? I don't have the time.
Yeah.
So
I
definitely.
mean, I'm with them. I'm about to be one of them. Like, cause I wish I can outsource, but I don't think nobody can do my editing style like me. So I wish I can just focus on a video part and keep pushing out the video and somebody else edit. That would be cool too. But either way, like,
Yeah, I mean, obviously you've grown your platform quite a bit. So whatever you're doing, it's working and it's only getting bigger.
for sure.
So now as you start to, expand to other platforms, it's only gonna get bigger. So
Hopefully, because I gotta learn the way around my language. Like I'm already pushing the edge on YouTube, but when I see I got shadow banned on TikTok, so he's taking stuff down on Instagram. I was getting shadow banned on Instagram. Then Facebook was on removing stuff. And I'm like, man, damn.
really,
Yeah, and I'm already getting community guidelines on YouTube. They just took down one of my videos today for harassment. Another video got took down like a couple weeks ago for harassment. And it's just like, yeah, I got so many strikes and warnings, and yeah, it's just a lot.
well, we should talk. We should talk after this because maybe you need to have a safe space to put that on and don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
You can still do your YouTube, right, and the little editing and block this word out. But if you want to see the unedited version of it, go here.
I'm with it.
So we'll have to talk, definitely. So everyone can find you on all major platforms.
Yeah, they can find me. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna be uploading there, but I'm one thing for sure. I'm gonna be on YouTube and probably Instagram next, because I do got like 9K follows on there, coming up on 10K. So I will be on there, but everything else, and I'm gonna try my best to start taking Facebook serious, but it's just time consuming.
Yeah, I agree. Are you gonna start doing lives on Instagram?
Yeah, see, that's where I started Instagram. I do Instagram lives more than I do Facebook live. So yeah, I do Instagram live.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I heard that here. He's on Instagram lives. Y'all want to see his glorious face?
Yeah.
He's on Instagram live. And you're gonna end up doing more YouTube lives too. You said you're gonna start scheduling some more. So
everything. Yes. You know, I might just do what you say, plaster my name everywhere.
So, you know what? Why not?
Yeah.
And in your case, you know, the one thing I do like about you, and it drew me to your content, was, you know what they say, good promotion, bad promotion, it's all promotion.
Yeah, all attention is good attention. All publicity is good publicity. But, you know, I don't even be getting a lot of bad publicity no more. I think the people who don't fuck with me just ignore me. They just don't say my name or nothing. And everything else, it just be like support. So I don't really see too much bad publicity no more, unless I'm just missing it. Maybe it's stuff going on and I'm missing it.
No, I think I say you have a formula that's working, you know, and it's working for you. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, we ain't gonna fix it.
As far as expansion, everybody needs to expand. That's not a problem. But when you have the root of it, don't change nothing. It's working for you. It's who you are.
That's what it
is. They don't like it, fuck them.
Thank you. Well said.
They don't like it, fuck them. Thanks. I definitely want to thank you once again, MichelleShow, for sharing your time, opening up to us, sharing your story, and hopefully have you on the show again.
Yeah, of course. Whenever, you know, appreciate you. Great face to look at, by the way. I can't wait to watch this just to look at you the whole time. Like, great face to look at, and everything is just looking so clean. And yeah. I'm ready to make some business moves like that. Yeah.
You know, appreciate you. And yeah, we'll talk after this for sure. Once again, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Everyone out there who's watching this, you can find them on all major platforms, whether it's I'm_MichelleShow or MichelleShow on YouTube. Everything's down at the bottom. You have an email they could reach you at?
MichelleShowMedia@gmail.com. Just like that.
MichelleShowMedia@gmail.com. If you have any questions, anyone who wants to be booked on the Unveiled show, reach me at Bree Talks, which is on all major platforms. It is what it is. Bree Talks everywhere. That's what I do. Thank you once again for tuning in on this episode of Unveiled. Appreciate you, MichelleShow, and we'll see you guys again.
Ah, yes, self-love. In the mirror, a world reflects, a soul unique, a soul complex, a journey inward, brave and true, a story only known by you. We all make mistakes. Give yourself some grace. The space where guilt, regret, self-doubt reside, put love inside. Forgive the past, release the pain. In self-love, find that gentle rain that nourishes the roots so deep. A garden of your own to keep. All your perfect imperfect.